Shalom, shalom, shalom. Beautiful people, beloveds, Yafa, Yadid, to all of the Mishpachah, Kadeshem, set apart in Kadesh, right? To all of the chosen few, select few, elect and saints, all around this Arats. You follow me? For those of you tuning in and watching, Boker told to you, if it is indeed the AM and if it's evening or night over there, Gadal Layla to you, right? All right. I'm humbled and appreciative and grateful and thankful to be sitting right here before you all. And before we begin and get started, I just want to say all praise, honor, worship, and esteem and exaltation and worship be with Yahuwah, be unto Yahuwah, be with Yahuwah, be towards Yahuwah, belongs to Yahuwah. Yahusha HaMashiach, our King, our Savior, right? Our Redeemer, our Healer, our Deliverer. And there's none quite like him. None else beside him, none above him. Barak Yahuwah, to the highest of highs. Yada Yahuwah, forever and ever. Yada Yahuwah, forevermore. And it's just a exhilarating experience to have these moments with all of the shimmering, shining, and gleaming and glistening faces. All of you who have the light of his countenance upon you. It is a sight for soul eyes. It is a sight to behold, and it's a privilege and an opportunity. You know, it's a privilege, and just to have this chance to, commence and celebrate and gather and assemble and fellowship. Those of you who call it, communion or congregation, keep on seeking, asking and knocking at the doorway, the doorpost, and the pathway of Yahusha HaMashiach, and he will give you more than what you were looking for and searching for, because some of the tongue and the language is not not Hebrew language, but you all know what I'm getting at. And I just came on to share an interesting and intriguing study that I've come across. I guess you could say it's a caveat or a follow-up to Yahusha's name, Yahusha HaMashiach's name. We'll be going over the Annunciation of his name today. Okay? Alright, so what that will entail is mainly for the ones in the Latin or Spanish, Hispanic communities, or the church goers that still get up and go. Can't win them all, but eventually, with enough seeds sown and enough plants planted, Yahusha will water them and they bloom and blossom in due time, in due season. But until then, I'm just gonna share the message I got, the revelation I got from on high, from above. And for some of you, this will be an affirmative affirmation for you. And for others, just might be something new. Learn something new every day. You know, learn at least one new thing per day. So let me get my board here. Let me get my board cleaned up. We're gonna dip into the Strong's Concordance too. Let me write down. We got today is Pagan Day Sunday. So I'm gonna put Yom 7 over there, like so. And I will put Yom 18 right here. Right. Get some of this erased off of here. Some of this gibberish I got on here. Alright. Let's see if I can get that erased. But the name of Yahusha is a very important name. Very integral, very pivotal, very vital that we know it. Very pertinent that we know the proper and correct enunciation. So this video will be a breakdown of how his name is enunciated. Beloveds, sisters and brothers out there. So y'all stick with me, bear with me. So yes, let me show. So we got, month, pagan month January, which is Tavat here, Kardash 10, Yom 7, and day 18, Yom 18. Okay, everybody saw that. Screenshot it, rewind it, play it back, whatever you gotta do. Okay, let me get my Strongs. So we're gonna dip on over to the Hebraic section, Hebrew section, and we're gonna go to H32, 31, right around there. And I'll write this out on the board as we go too. Let me get over there. So the word is Yaman. Yaman. Yah'man. YAH'MANU'AL. You hear that? So let's show you what that looks like. So it would look like this. Let's get it written in a big letter in here, so that everyone out in YouTube land, out in YouTubeville over here, all of you out there can see this. So you see this? YAMAN. Right there. Yaman. Now let's go over the meaning and the definition. Okay? Primitive root. To be physically right. Firm. Like firmly right. But used only as denominative from the witness H3225, and transitively to be right-handed. and take the right hand side. You know how people like to say, oh, that's my right hand man. that's the analogy, the metaphor, the oxymoron, the hyperbole, right? The hyperbole. Go to the right. Go on the right hand. Turn to the right hand. Use the right hand. Now, in a previous video, I made this explanation and this description of how if this is your right hand man, everything your right hand man can do, so can you. If that makes sense. That should make a jam in your head. That should be clicking like on all cylinders, like light bulb moment, right? Okay. The long story short. And so let's go to that witness. What we say? 32:25. Right there it says Yamin. So let's spell that out for you. Let's enunciate that. Okay, I'm gonna write this a little smaller so I can fit both. I'm gonna write it out a little smaller so I can get both on the screen here. Yamin. So we know in Hebrew there is no vowel points. If they insert vowel points, I'd question it if I were you. If you see vowel points in his name, I'd question that. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's write that out. There we go. Boom. Like so. Chill. So look. Now, when you look at it from this standpoint, when you look at it from that standpoint, you can tell which one is enunciation is correct and proper and right, and which one is incorrect, improper, wrong, not right. You see what I mean? See what I'm talking about? So, you know what I'm saying? You can tell what's off. So let's give you guys a little clarity, shall we? So here's what we're gonna do. Let's put O right here. O E V W let's put that OEVI WJ. So we know there's no I's, no E's, no V's, no W, no E's, no O's. And there's a few more. But for this particular lesson in specific, I'm going to put that. No vowel points right here. See that across the top there? No vowel points in the Hebrew. So the spelling, the spelling or the enunciation right here should look like this. And this is just the first part of saying his name, YAH'MANU'AHL. Let's get that in there. So now I took out the I for a Y. Y'all see that? Yamin. Yamin. Now I want to show you what that looks like. Let's get that erased. For those of you who have been calling him Emmanuel with an E or with an I, stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. So let's put YAH. YAH. MAN. MYN. Spelled in. I showed you the way it is enunciated or worded in English. Now I'm gonna show you how it's worded in Hebrew. You see that? Yamin. Yaman. Yamin. I can give you one more. Just to say we got 2 or 3 witnesses. And it looks something like this. YAH'MANU'AL. There's a 3rd witness right here. Yaman. With the phonetics in there, with the pronunciation, with the Phoenician pronunciation, it will look something like that, sort of like this. Yaman. Okay? That's the first part of his name. Let's get that cleared off. Yaman. So this debunks the I and the E being in front of his name right off the bat, right off the rip. So that's how you know it was inserted in there into his name, which that can't be. Huh? Let it not be so. Okay. Let's get this board cleared so we can give you some more details here. Move that out of the way. The witness says this. Yamin, from witness H3231, as we just went over, the right hand or side leg eye of a person or other object as the stronger and more dexterous. Locally, the south. Left-handed, right hand, right side, south. Okay? So I want you all to see this. I'll write the rest of this out. So for those that wrote it like this, I am some write it like that. E am so I want to show you guys this. I'm gonna take it. This is. I wanna do a show and prove. Now, you guys look at this board. Look at this board. And leave in the comments which one is correct. Right? Which one is proper etiquette? You see that? Can't make this up. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. His name cannot be brought to naught, right? Y'all see that down there at the bottom. Compared to and contrasted with the two above it. Right? Alright, so let me take you one further now. To take the right hand road is what is in his name. Yahuwah is salvation. I am is salvation is in his name. Do you see that in that I or that E word that I just wrote on here? I don't think you do. Now check this out. Watch this. I'm gonna write it a bit smaller. Okay. Now look. I'm gonna put all three witnesses so that no one can say that why does it look this way or that way? Okay. Now look. All Hebrew. The spelling of his name. Written out. Correctly, properly, the right way. To take the right hand road. To take the right hand side. The desire of an Israelite. A man and Alua. Alua is with us. Elohim is with us. Alua Elohim with us. Y'all see that? All of these things are intertwined and intermingled with the name YAH'MANU'AHL. And if you don't want to say Emmanuel, you still can say Emmanuel, but it would just look like so. Let's get that. Let's get that written down. For all to see. His name is very, very special and unique. We gotta bring light and justice to it. there's that. Okay? Look. Look. Emmanuel. Emmanuel. I wanna share one other thing with you while it's on the top of my brain cells right this moment, right this second, right this hour, right now. Emmanuel. 59:73 says this in the Strongs. They put I am, but it's AM. Usually with an O, it's more than likely a U. Let me write that. With an O, it's more than likely a U. In the Hebrew, with an E, is more than likely an A. And with a V, is more than likely a U. With an I, is more than likely a Y. With a W, is more than likely a U. And with a J, is more than likely a Y. So just fixing that up right there. And oftentimes the J can be an H as well. But you have to have the spiritual discernment, the spiritual gifts, the fruits of the Ruach HaKodesh to break that down and decode that. This is just what I've been shown and what I've been taught. I can't speak on everybody else's behalf because everyone is being brought up to speed at Yahush's discretion. But this is what I was shown. And I'm elated to share it all with you. Let's go to H 410. It says here, accompanying, as long as, before, beside, by reason of, for all, from among, from between, and like, more than, of, to, unto, with all. 410. Take you over there. says, it says EL, but we know that is AL, all, which it shows here, strength as an adjective, and is mighty. It means mighty, especially almighty. Y'all saw that. It means great, mighty one, power, powerful, strong. Y'all bear witness to that. Go over here to H. Hang on, guys and gals. Go over here to H352. It shows all, like UAL, from the same witness as H193. We'll go there in a second. But for right this minute, properly, strength. Hence, anything strong. Having that in his name is exactly what the example set forth is. is exactly what the sample size is of his real true Hebrew name. The other names are Greek, Pig Latin, Aramic, Arabic, and all sorts of other deity, deity origins behind other names that aren't his. Other mighty ones. But again, also a ram. It says strong support, like an oak or other strong tree. Mighty man. A mighty man, we know who that mighty man is. Yahusha HaMashiach. YAH'MANU'AL. 193. Let's take a look at that. It says UL here, but we know it's AL and it's UAL, and then it says root meaning being strong, the body, and we know who the body belongs to: Mashiach, the Messiah, Yahusha HaMashiach, YAH'MANU'AL, powerful, mighty, strength. You won't get that in the names of these Phoenician and European and Germanic names that you've been given. So we've been given pagan names so that we can get caught up in the paganisms of not knowing what his name was for X amount of time while we was under the curse and while we was under, the tribulation, trepidation, and all these trials. But all that is coming to an end, which some of it has already, and we're walking in this second Exodus and this second coming that's getting ready to happen and transpire. We need to know who we're calling on. We need to know whose name we're stating and staking claim to, because blurting out a name that we have received from man doesn't have any conviction or edification on it, and we're just calling out to all sorts of have no other GODS's, have no other before me, because Alua Elohim is a jealous Alua Elohim. And I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys a brief breakdown and summarize how his name is enunciated and worded, and spend a little time amongst the Mishpachah, amongst the assembly, because we are the church. While we got some that are in these church buildings right now, getting deceived and getting bamboozled and duped and swindled and tricked more and more every single passing Sunday. We just got to keep them in our applause, in our prayers, requests, with petition and supplication and thanksgiving, that they come out of these pagan doctrines, these doctrines of men, because time is winding down, time is ticking. And so, with that being said, this has sincerely and truly been a treat, and I am Emmanuel, Matit Yahu, and until the next time, the Ruach HaKodesh, may it guide you and aid you and assist you and lead you on your journeys, on your voyage, on this truth walk, on this truth talk, and may you find peace and delight and fruitful and pleasantries, and may you be whole and complete totally and fully in the body of Mashiach, Yahusha HaMashiach. And may Yahuwah Baruch you all and keep you all and favor you all, keep you uplifted, raised up, brought up. And his love and many more barakas to you by way of the Messiah, through the Messiah, Yahusha HaMashiach. I'm Emmanuel, signing out.